Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much for this meeting. I like whenever I hear the word expect, it makes me feel very old. So, so thanks for that. That's good. So why are we here today? What I'm about to share with you today is going to define whether you are going to succeed as a founder or as a company, because most of us, we spend most of our time building great product and great services, but ignore the most important factor in this process, which is how to get buyers, the target consumers, to know the exciting product you are building and for them to want to buy from you. And as you can see, I'm doing a screen share for the purpose of this. I don't normally do screen share. I don't know why today, but I felt because of what is really happening, I need to do a screen share. You are tech companies, all of you, and most of you are tech companies. You know, you are funding companies that are going to live and exist in the digital world. And in order for me to be able to buy your product, I need to go on the web. I need to find you. The struggle is that, and this is where it gets a little bit of a problem for you. You are not the only one thinking of that business idea. I've looked at the portfolio. You're all offering great, exciting product and services that solves problems. The issue is that you are not the only one with the idea. And sometimes you are not the first person to think of that idea. Someone has already thought of the idea, and the person has taken the initiative of pursuing that sort of business. So you are competing with people. You are really competing with people. And I just want to put a disclaimer here. I'm going to use a company called Kotlin. I think all of you know about Kotlin, right? Can I get a confirmation on this? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. Thank you. And I'm using them as an example. It's not a way of saying they are not doing well. So don't go out saying Isaac is saying Kotlin is not doing well. The reason I'm using them as an example is that I know the founders. I used to be a portfolio advisor at MEST, and they are really one of the most wonderful people, the few wonderful people that I met. So I've been following them for a long time, and I'm really excited about their progress. So when I thought of doing this sort of S.E.O, I decided to use them as my search kind of example on showing you what to do and not to do. So we're about to do something, right? I'm about to go on to Kotlin. I don't know if I'm mentioning the name right. It's Kotlin, right? We're about to go good. We're about to go on the platform, and we're going to try to find, and I'm going to use this to talk to you about how to improve your search engine and why it's important you do so. So let's just do an example. Let's search for Kotlin. Yes. So here we are, Kotlin, and the objective of Kotlin, is to high-skilled African programmers. For some reason, you can see my current company. I think I saw JP Morgan somewhere on the screen, or I think it's maybe just me thinking loud here. But this is one of the best MEST African companies that I've had opportunity of working with. And I come in here and I see this company. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. This is really good. I like the clean website. Everything is solid here. You can see a lot of people saying, I want to do this. I want to do that. So it's really great. Remember, Kotlin is not the only one doing this. There are other companies who are also doing what they are doing. And therefore, the question is, what is going to happen if me being the buyer, I go on the website and I go on Google and I want to find a platform to hire African developers. Let's do this. Let's use an example. Let's search software developers in Nigeria. Can you all see my screen here on the search outcome? Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
So what is happening is that I am a buyer. I want to hire people from Nigeria. I want to pay money and get them to be able to work for my company. But look at what is happening. This is Kotlin #1 business. So I want to see if I can find Kotlin. Let's keep on going. If you see them, you say stop, right? Good one. And as I said, I've done it for a lot of people, but I'm doing it for my favorite company in the program. I've got other, is more blocks here? Hello? Do we have more?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are also my favorite. I just want to, no one attack on this. I've talked to you guys, so don't say, Isaac, you disappointed us. So you guys are also my favorite. So I just use this as an example. So if you keep on scrolling, I go to the third page, I can't see them. And just to cut and make it very short, I found them on, was it page 9? Oh, it's not page 9. Let's try page 10. Let me see where my slide is at. Where did I find? That was page 10. Yes, let's pick it up again. Software developers. Yep. Just exactly the same search here. And let's start again. I can't see them on page 1. Page 2, not there. Page 3, not there. Page 4, not there. Page 5, not there. Do you guys get what I'm trying to do here? Page 6, not there. Page 7, I can still see them. Page 8, not there. Page 9, not there. Page 10, which yesterday I saw, but for some reason now. Can you see what is happening here? They are on page what? 11.
Yeah, we can see.
Now, that is not to say they are not doing great. They are doing great. But what this means is that there are so much money they are missing out on because of search engine problem. That is what it means. And remind you, I decided to click through from 10 to 11 because I'm looking for them, right? Buyers don't waste their time doing that. The first thing buyers does is to look at the one page, page #1. And even with that, they don't scroll down, which means that at this point in the journey, they are missing out on buyers. And all of you are missing out on buyers. There are customers looking for the services and the products you are selling. They come on Google, they search for it, and they don't find you because you are not on page 1. You are not on page 1. That's how much you are missing out. That's how much you are losing every second. And I can guarantee you today, if you invest so much money or so much effort into search engine optimization, you are going to get so much results. And when I talk about results, I'm talking about traffic. If you are getting 500 traffic, if you are getting 50 traffic with good search engine optimization and being at the first thing people see when they search for the services you are offering on Google, you are going to see 20,000 traffic. You're going to see huge traffic in a way that nobody has experienced. And what it does is that it brings organic sales. You don't need to fight for it. And let me explain to you what I mean by organic sales. So when we look at Google, right, anytime you make a search, you can see sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. This aspect, all of this are paid advert. They've paid for it. The best out of them is this guy, Plotch. He's not paid for it. He's done an amazing search engine optimization, and he's at the top there. And I'll use him as an example. So you can see that He's done a list of companies. He's done all of this, and people will come to the platform for them say, oh, I want to be there. I want to buy from these people because they have been listed. So this guy get huge traffic, and we'll test it very soon for us to see that the sort of traffic they are getting. So it's very important. Look, let me tell you this. If you are not investing in search engine optimization, shut the business down. Write a letter to MEST Africa and say, look, we are no more interested in starting a firm, a business, because our search engine we are not really interested in. After today, the same hours you are spending on product development, the same hours you are spending on web development, the same hours you are spending on sales engagement, marketing engagement, you should double that and spend it on search engine optimization. That is how important. We've done a search. We've got one of the best, fantastic MEST portfolio company out there saying, I'm ready to give you African developers. And we go in and say, okay, out of Africa, show me Nigeria. And we can't find them on page 1. We have to go to page 11. And I can assure you, most of you were on page 20. Some of you, I didn't even see you at all when I was looking for you. So they have done well. That is the best that I have seen. Maybe I didn't search everything, so you can claim that we are a little bit further or better than. But the point is, you must make it a priority. You are leaving money on the table. You are losing so much money. And another beautiful thing that you have to remember is that when I'm an investor, a tech investor, and I want to invest in a company in Africa, the first thing I do is to go online and search with certain keywords to say, oh, which company is offering businesses or training or offering African developers? And I want to invest in that company. And what they are going to do is to search and find this company and go and invest in them because they are the front. They are not going to invest in companies they cannot see. They are going to invest in companies they can see, they can find, they can engage. So that is the importance. That is what really sort of pushes the ideology and the idea of search engine optimization. Now, to talk about that, the question is, Isaac, how do we then improve our search engine, right? So if you can put this one down, that's very important because it's the work frame that we sort of workflow that we use. The first thing you have to do when it comes to search engine optimization is keyword search. So you do a keyword search. The second thing you do is that you do content creation. Then the next thing you do is what is called on-page search engine optimization. And then after that, you go to off-page search engine optimization, and then you do measuring progress. So that's when you measure the progress you are seeing from the search engine campaign you have sort of embarked on. Now, this is very important, and this should be out there and really clear. I cannot give you everything within this few minutes we are doing this presentation, but I'm going to give you pointers with examples that you can take away and start running a search engine campaign. You can use the pointers I'm going to give to run a search engine campaign. So let's start. Before I continue, is there any question for me?
I think you can continue, Isaac.
Thank you so much. I can see people laughing about this. Okay, so this is really important. Now, when it comes to keyword search, and this is something that most of you make mistake on when it comes to search engine. People say, oh, we are at this page, we are at this place, we are at this point, and therefore we are better when it comes to search engine. The truth of the matter is that keyword or search engine optimization is not reliant on your keyword. It's reliant on the keywords that customers are using. Does it make sense? Because you are not going to tell what customers should look for. You have to build your website matching what customers are looking for. So sometimes when we are thinking of search engine, we think of, oh, we are offering this service, so we are going to design the website around this service. No, you must design the website around the keywords that customers are using to find the services or product you are selling. So if you are into content creation, I think you've got Wiflix. You must not say, okay, Wiflix is like Netflix, or I don't know much about Wiflix, so forgive me for my ignorance. But based on my limited understanding, it's all about content creation. At the end of the day, Wiflix should not design a search engine campaign around what they think what Wiflix offer. They should make a campaign around what customers are looking for. And that is the reason why we value keyword search. And that is to understand what customers are looking for online. So the rules are simple. Keyword search is really important. I want to show you an example, okay? I went online and I said incubator in Accra. Or let me put, I think it's rather East Legon something. Can you guys see this? What do you see? Hello?
Hi.
Can you see MEST Africa Incubator Accra there?
Yeah.
That is, so
Yeah.
what is happening is that I put in incubator in Accra. And MEST Africa Accra is at the top. Incubator Accra is at the top. Because now they sort of own that search. Let me just put tech there. And let's keep on going. You see it over there? We've got this. These people are picking up. They are picking up. And at the end of the day, you realize that they are still relying on MEST Africa. Can you see MEST Africa here? And then you get to this, and then you come down. So MEST Africa is running through all of that. The point here is that by owning that keyword incubator, MEST Africa is able to come to the top of what we are looking for. And that's what I was trying to tell you. It's very important that you understand the keyword intent of the search. Why is the person making a search? Let's do something. The same search we did, let's bring it to this platform. And before I go on this platform, I want to explain to you why I like to use them a lot. There are sort of two tools that you can use when it comes to keyword search: SEMrush and Google Keyword Planner. These two platforms, amazing. You will get a lot out of them. Because of time, I'm just focusing on SEMrush for now. Otherwise, it will take a long time and I won't be able to finish with this program. So let's go to SEMrush. And I want to do something here. I want to find software developers in Nigeria or high. Okay. So for me, Nigerian software developers. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so let me do global.
Nikon.
I think I'm getting some feed. I'm getting some feed. Guys, I'm getting some feed. Okay, guys, can you look at this for me? Can you see the top keyword there? What do you say? Nigeria software developer salary. Software developer jobs in Nigeria. So this sort of give you an idea of sort of keywords that you are likely to see. Now, let's say I want this to do more and it's sort of too much for me. So I'm just gonna take it to Ghana, just Ghana for the moment. Good. Now let's look at what is happening when it comes to Ghana. Look at that. Can you all see? You can see some of the keywords people are using. So if I want to sort of create content to drive traffic, I will come in here and put my idea, the business I am into, and put it here. Then I'll come down here to find what sort of variations, keyword variations that people or my target consumers are going online to look for. And I can see that they are looking software developer. I see a volume of 1,000, which is amazing. I see software development lifecycle. I see agile. I see all of this. So I'm seeing a lot of keywords, and I can see related ones as well on this side. I can see questions on this side. So this basically tell me what people are looking for when they go online. So I've been able to get into the brains of my target consumers. I've been able to see in their mind what they look for when they go online. And so keyword search is really paramount and important in the process. Google keyword is really it's a platform you can use. If you can't use SEMrush, go to Google keyword and you get the content or the things you are looking for, the details you are looking for, to be able to sort of understand what people are thinking, or what they are sort of searching for when they go online. Once I know what they are looking for, which we can see from this angle, I'm going to create content. Now, this is really important. I know that people are looking for enterprise software development company. They are looking for software developer salary. They are looking for agile software development. And the top word there is software developer, right? And then when I come in here, look at the questions people are asking: how to develop a software. Who is a software developer? How long does it take to develop software? I can see all of that. I can also see software engineer salary in Ghana. Look at that. Software engineering salary in Ghana. So 140, you're getting, so in a week or in a month, you can get this traffic all coming to you because you understand what they are looking for. And how do you now capitalize on this keyword to be able to get a traffic? And that brings us to content creation. The keywords about, or the thing that you have to remember about content creation is that you must sort of understand what your competitors are doing, right? What are your competitors doing? The next thing you have to also look at is that when you are creating content, you must have perfect grammar. It must be insightful. You are not just creating content just to get traffic. Google search will web scrub your website to see whether what you've written really makes sense and whether you actually have sort of a perfect grammar to be able to sort of rely or put your search engine or your page at the very top of page one. One thing that I've also seen is that most people copy. Most people what? Copy. And so really they copy and use, so they'll go to, let's say, www.a.com and then copy the content, then just change a few words and then they'll put it on their website. Forget it. Google is going to blacklist you on that. So new is important. New is important. The next thing you have to also look at is question related. So let me show you an example. When we're looking at the keywords here, you can see that how long does it take to develop a software? So let's sort of pick this. I am going to use this keyword here, and I'm going to use it to write a page called www.website.com/this, put it there, remove link, and then I create a hyperlink on this. Guys, can you see? So all of this will become a link. So anytime someone search for how long does it take to develop software, the person is going to pick this up. I'm going to get 50. And you might say, Isaac, this doesn't make sense. Why? Let me show you consultative selling. How many of you use HubSpot? Hello, can you guys tell me, do any of you use HubSpot CRM, please? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Isaac.
Yeah,
Does anyone use HubSpot CRM, sorry?
Please, can I get it's very quiet here. Hello, please, can anyone respond for me? I just want to understand something, please.
Or if no one is familiar, I mean, feel free to respond in the chat, or you can just unmute yourself and feel free to talk. If you're not familiar with the specific CRM he's speaking about, maybe you can share the one you are familiar with. All right, let's keep it interactive.
So when we talk about HubSpot, HubSpot is one of the most popular CRM in the world. And I record this, and maybe it's been a long time. And we used to rely on HubSpot a lot when I was at MEST Africa. So we design it for the team. But for some reason, when I search for consultative selling, right, I didn't get a sales company telling me what consultative selling is. I got a CRM software telling me what consultative selling is. What they have done is exactly what I have shown you here. They've created, and let me click on it and you see what I mean. Look at that. Blog.HubSpot, that's their link, sales consultative selling. They did the search and realized that people look for consultative selling on Google, so they are going to create a link, a web page, write an article around that and put it on their website. And over time, anytime someone searches for consultative selling, because of the grammar, because of it being insightful, and when I talk about insightful, oh, it is insightful. It contains a lot, it's well structured, everything is there. So Google is gonna pick it. So a CRM company and a service company are at the very top. Then after that, it comes to the trainers. That is the power of keyword search. So by relying on keyword search, this company, they've been able to utilize that to get to where they want to be able to be at the first page. The other thing that you have to also look at is industry-related blogs. So if I am into Web3, I will go to Web3, sort of an industry website that people really regard, and go to them and say, hey, let me look at the articles they are writing, and then sort of understand the issues they are bringing up to be able to sort of blog about it. Or you go to YouTube, right? And when you go on YouTube, you see someone, maybe a Web3 person who has got really a good name, a recognition in the industry, and you, under the sort of comment, you see that people are asking questions, and some of the questions will be, oh, how do I go about Web3? How do I do that? That gives me a window to appreciate what is really going on. The other thing that I want you to look out for, and this is really key, finding what is already working. So remember when we search for Nigeria software developers, let me put developers there. What I'm going to do is to pick up this. I'm going to pick up their link, take it into and I'm going to ask them to tell me more. And I mean, I want US because we are targeting people. I can see that, let me do this, domain, word search, sorry, it's a little bit rusty there. Let me pick it up again. And normally what you do is that you go according to, let me see, yeah, updating takes up to 5 minutes. So you go to the countries that you are sort of your customer base are, and you sort of look at those words, sort of find them, and for some reason it's updating, it takes some time. Sorry about that. So I'll come back to it once it refreshes. But I look at what these people are doing, and I'll use it as a basis of writing content. So this is where Google and SEMrush actually comes in again, and you can rely on them. The other thing that you have to also do, once you're done with your content, the next thing you have to do is on-page search engine. Now, the on-page search engine is where we talk about doing a lot of work on your page so that people can see and your page can drive the traffic that you are looking for. And the most important thing you have to remember here is the three kings. When we talk about the three kings, we are talking about king one is the URL. If you recall, I did a URL here, which is www.this. This is me using king one, the first king. So I've used the first king here. So I will go in, look at the questions people are asking, like how to become a software developer, and now you create a link around that, write an article around that, and get people to see. The next thing I'm going to do is that, as you can see, I've created a simple sort of tag here, which is a search engine title tag. Anytime you develop a website, you get a tag, and that tag comes in, and it's very important you appreciate what it means. The reason why I put this word there is that you realize that people were asking how to become a software developer and salary, how much do they earn? And then I put the name of the company there. And so with this link, I can drive traffic. Anytime someone search for how to become a software developer, how much do software developers get paid in Nigeria, I'll be at the top of that. And then the third king is hiring Nigeria software developers. So this is me trying to create a content. So let me explain to you what I mean. I have got this link here. This is my link, right? That's my first king. This is my first king at the very top. But the title of the page is going to be hiring software developers, process, salary, and more. And the tag is going to be Nigeria software developers, how and salary. So this brings you everything that the three can do. If you can develop your page like this, you're going to get huge traffic. That is so. And anytime you are developing content, remember the three kings. The next thing I want you to do, and it's a simple tool you can use in order for you to design your three kings, please just go on Google, search like this, and bam. This tool you can use to do your three kings. It's an amazing tool that can help you get your three kings together so that you can drive the traffic that you are looking for. It's called S.E.O meter in one click. Let's go to off page. And this is really where I'm really excited about. So this is very, very, very important. What is off page? Off page is where the traffic is not coming as a result of your website, but as a result of other people's website, right? Let me show you what I mean. Let's do it again. HubSpot.com. Good. So if I want to sort of compete with HubSpot, what I'm going to do is what I'm showing you. Where is my SEMrush? Let's search and worldwide. So this, yes. So guys, this is what I want to show you. This is really important. Look at this page, it's called backlink. This backlink is called off page, right? What this does is that anytime that, let me refresh. So many websites, I've got so much information about HubSpot that when you search for them, right? Or when you go on that web page, it will drive you back to HubSpot. And that is what backlink does. Backlink sort of is an off-page traffic. So for instance, if I want to get backlinks and get it in sort of authority, I can go to my Joy Online and write an article for them talking about the importance of hiring Ghanaian developers. What that would do is that anytime someone searches for Ghanaian software developers, they are going to go on my job online and then they are going to click on it and it's going to come to me. They read the article, and in the article, there are sort of backlink or links that they can use to come back to my website. So look at this. HubSpot, I've got 145.2 million backlinks. So if you are going to compete with them, I need to beat them on backlinks alone. And that is really a tough call. That is a tough call or a tough ask to make. So it's very important you remember when it comes to backlink, that's basically what it does, or off page is about driving traffic to. So I want to show you something. Look at this. Kotlin has got how many? 1.42, so 1,400 backlink, which is really good. It's really, really an important tool that they can rely on. So this is what I'm talking about. And guys, look at the keyword here. Most of the people that are going, so I'm just looking at Ghana, the people that are going onto their website when it comes to Ghana is that they are searching software engineering salary in Ghana. So if I am Kotlin, I'm going to write an article, create the 3 keys on software engineering salary in Ghana, write it, and then put it on my website so that more people are going to come onto their website when they make their search. So this is really important piece of sort of tool or exercise you need to or can do for your business. So with backlink is really important. And please, I know most of you get opportunity to travel and participate in events and programs. Anytime you participate in an event, write an article and send it to this news website saying, hey, can you put it on your platform? I'm about to do this. They are looking for content, so they will take it up and put it on my job online. Anyone you can think of, let them put you on their website. What that would do is that it's going to improve your backlink. Number 2, it's going to improve your search engine. It's going to sort of gradually push you to page 1. And the key rules are this. I think I wanted to sort of show you that this is what I really wanted to put there. Samra should, just like I showed you, by me doing this, I know this, I can understand. Now, this is really important. If I want to compete with Kotlin, what do you think I'm going to do? Can anyone help me here? There's my last question. And after that, I just run through and we'll finish and then we'll bring it to an end. So if I want to compete with Kotlin, what do you think I'm going to do if I do this search, please? And I would love a response, please. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't understand the question.
The question is that I am setting up a software development company, a platform where people can hire people on. And I'm doing a keyword search and I found that Kotlin is here. And I realized that the keyword people are using to sort of, from Ghana to sort of reach out to them is software engineering salary in Ghana. What will I do if I want to compete with them?
Create content that talks about salaries for software engineers in Ghana.
That's what I wanted to achieve. Fantastic. You've sort of, so by this keyword, I know that if I do that, I can compete against them. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you need to be able to go out there and get the content, compete against people, find the people that really you want to beat them and get to the front of the page so that you can get the money that you are missing. And whilst you're doing this, it's important you measure. And that is where I don't know the tools most of you use. I normally will use either Adobe Analytics or Google Analytics to be able to understand where the traffic is going, whether the search engine optimization campaign I'm using is really working, and then fine-tune what I'm doing to get more traffic to my platform. So if you do all of this and you invest time and energy, I assure you within 3 months, you're going to be on the front page or the first page of Google and get people to buy from you. This is everything you need to know for the purpose of this time and the time frame given. You need to know about search engine optimization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Isaac. There was a question in the chat box. I don't know if
Let me see. Please, can you all bring
from Bright?
Over the three kings again. Okay, so let me do the three kings. Okay. Thank you. So when we talk about the three kings, so let's design the three kings on the basis of this, okay? We are going to design three kings. So the word is software engineering salary in Ghana. So what I'm going to do is my first king is the U. So I go in www.website.com/software engineering salary in Ghana. So that's my first king. My second king is to design a tag, and that tag you have to put it in the search engine tool you are using for your website. So my tag is going to be, let me think of a tag that will really work. Ghana software developers salary and promotion. Why? I want it to be a little bit different from my website. So that's from the, normally you have to make the tag a little bit different from the URL so that Google can see them as two different things. So then I'll put my code there and call it website. That's the name of my website. Then the next king is the page title. So the title of the page is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at. Improve your salary as a software developer in Ghana. The reason why, is that I'm using, if you guys remember, I said something about intent. What is the intent of the person? Most of the people who come to the platform or who go on Google to search for this keyword are already software developers. And they are looking at how much they are going to earn. So what I'm doing is that when they click on my link, they're going to say, oh, I'm going to be able to improve my salary as a software developer in Ghana. Let me click on that because that is my intention. So you are seeing a question or a search or keyword. I am seeing an intention, and the intention is, how do I improve my salary? So by doing this, I'm going to own this traffic. Have I answered your question, please, Brian?
Yes, please, Isaac. Thank you.
Welcome. Any question?
Yes, there's a question.
Yes, okay.
Yes, okay. So you said earlier that if we're not doubling down on search engine optimization, we should stop.
Yep.
We should basically invest in SEO.
Yep.
Recently, I saw a tweet on Twitter. One big investor, a Nigerian person, said that your customers are outside. He advises young companies that their customers are outside, that they should not really invest in digital marketing. And SEO is part of that. So, like, considering all the dynamics about Africa, blah, 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 this and that, I don't know, how would you advise that to be?
So that's a good question. Let me tell you this. Anyone can make any point on any platform. The question you have to ask yourself is, what sort of business was he talking about? You are a tech company. So if your company are outside, then you shouldn't build a website. You should set up a store and then people can walk into it. But as long as you're a tech company and exist in the tech world, and the only way people can find you is to search for you, then this advice is not applicable. I cannot speak for him. I cannot understand how his brain sort of work when it comes to this, or what sort of context that he was trying to make around this response. So I wouldn't say he's wrong. I would say what he's saying does not apply to you because you are a tech company. Number two, look at the huge amount of traffic we are seeing when it comes to Africa usage of mobile internet. Reflex is able to succeed now where this Iroko company could not, because at the time Iroko started, most people did not have the sort of phone capabilities that we do have today. So it's improving. The African community are doing so much stuff online that to avoid search engine is to do a business suicide. That is the whole point. Let me sort of put this across. London School of Business and Finance. This is the company that taught me search engine optimization. When we started, it was a startup company. And the only thing they invested in, take it from me, was marketing, search engine. They marketed and marketed and marketed and marketed. Today, they are popular. So at first, I don't know if it has changed now, ACCA studies in London. BPP, can you guys see this? LSBF, look at that. They are still at the top. So if I'm looking to learn ACC, I'm looking to learn professional program, I'll find them at the very top. So, and this is a company that has been in existence for more than 14 years. They are still marketing and they are still at the very top. So I won't say that question, I would say that sort of response is wrong. Any question?
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. I still have one more question.
Yes.
I think you sort of answered it towards the end, but just need a little bit more context.
Okay.
So you showed us how to discover keywords and like secondary keywords, similar keywords with SEMrush.
Yeah.
So what if it turns out that the keywords that you need to be discovered are very competitive? That is already a big brand, a big business that has cornered it.
That's true.
So what do you now do as a new player? You don't have as much money as they do. You don't have as much resources.
Yeah.
So how can you still rank and be discovered?
Thank you. So let me be honest with you. You are right. Those content, they've been in existence. Some businesses have been in existence for a long time. They've written some of these articles you are asking or trying to write about 10, 15 years ago. But the way Google's search engine works is that they look for new, fresh ideas. Do you get what I'm saying? They are looking for new stuff. So don't be scared. Don't be scared by the people who have been in existence for a long time. When you find a keyword and realize that there are a volume of searches around that, your objective is to write a content so insightful, so good, so far, so much better than what already exists. Remember, you have started a business because you see a need in the market. So you must make your article solving a need that the current or the big competitors are not solving, so that you can be at the very top. And I can assure you, if you follow the three Ks, if you write good content and follow the three Ks and write a lot of articles, for instance, in a month, you can say, okay, my journal online, we want to spend some time with you and write about 5 articles. And then you keep on pumping articles, not just writing it to get people to say yes, but writing really good articles. Boom, you're going to get a lot of traffic. So I feel your point there, but don't be scared by it. It's all about you creating new content that Google will say, oh, this is the best thing I've seen. And you'll be at the top. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any question? Okay, so if there's none, this sort of brings an end to my search engine optimization training. Thank you guys for inviting me.
One quick question, if you don't mind, to wrap us up.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of timelines, in terms of setting expectations, right? Because I think what was interesting to me is that even between yesterday and today, when you check the same company, they ended up on a different page, right?
Yes.
So is it something that's a gradual progress? Like, should the progress be from page 10
to
Yes.
9 to 8?
Yes.
Or what should we, like, how do we set our expectation?
So my advice is give yourself 3 months and do sort of set a search engine optimization campaign, 3 months sort of period, right? And your target is that within 3 months, you're going to be either on page 2, between page 1 to 3. That's your target. And the funny thing is that you're going to be on page 1 because you have decided to invest time, you have decided to invest resources, you have decided to pursue that agenda. The more articles you are writing, the more content, 3 months period will push you to the front of the page. So don't push yourself hard on where you are today. You have to push yourself hard on where you want to be in 3 months' time. And within 3 months, you are going to be there. It's all starting with you doing the very things that I've shared, and you'll be all right. Did I answer your question?
You surely did. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If ever you want to talk to me, you can speak to Daniel. Daniel sort of talk to me most of the time. I want you guys to know, I really want you guys to succeed. I'm rooting for you. That's why anytime there's a call like this, I'm happy to jump on and help. So if there's no question, I have to rush and go back to work. I think there's another point. Oh, it's a thank you. All right. I have to rush and go back to work and meet my team. So I wish you all the best and wish you all a nice time and have a good weekend, guys.
Thank you so much, Isaac. It's a pleasure to have you, and what the knowledge you shared with us has been so helpful. I'm sure founders here will put a lot into practice and we will testify of the feedback. Maybe another time we have a session with you. Thank you so much. And
you're welcome.